Today we've got a special guest with a special love for the outdoors. We're going to go rock climbing with a United States Congressman. And also, our men and women in blue are giving the gift of the outdoors to the next generation. It's a great story that's coming out of the city of Little Rock. It's all part of this edition of Arkansas's Great Outdoors. We are very excited to have U.S. Congressman French Hill with us. And French, when I called you and invited you to come on the show, I presented an option of fishing, which is my go-to. It's the wheelhouse. And so French Hill's had a couple of other ideas. What else did you propose?
Well, it's spring,
Yeah.
and one of my favorite things to do is turkey hunt.
Turkey hunt, yeah.
But if you and I were in a blind for 4 or 5 hours turkey hunting,
Here's about how it would go. We're here in the turkey blind with Congressman French Hill. 4 hours of that.
yeah,
Not
we don't
very
want to-
interesting.
We don't want
So,
to do
yeah.
that. It's not good TV.
So we got another option here. You're taking me for the first time on a new activity.
Right, we're so glad to introduce you to rock climbing.
Mm-hmm.
And here in the natural state, we have so many beautiful places, as we all know, to bike, hike, backpack, canoe, kayak. But one thing we also have is terrific rock climbing. Here, the Nolan Creek Bluff, right at Rattlesnake Ridge Natural Area. And we're so glad you're here.
Well, thank you. It's very exciting to be here and very exciting what the state of Arkansas has done with this land. For the outdoors, just outside of the metro in Pulaski County, this is great.
And one of our great longtime outdoorsmen and climbers in Arkansas is our friend Bill Fitzgerald. Bill's with us today.
All right.
Bill, what's your favorite place to climb in Arkansas?
Well, this is one of them because it's close to home. It's a 5-minute walk from the parking lot, and there's a bounty of routes here.
Right.
On this lower crag, there's probably 22 bolted routes. Right. Very moderate, so it's easy. If you learned in the gym, this is a great place to come out and learn a little bit more about outdoor climbing.
Yeah.
The upper crag's a little bit harder routes, but I love Mount Magazine, I love Horseshoe Canyon, I love Jamestown. There's a lot of places to climb here, so we're really blessed with them.
Now for the newcomer, about what we're about to do here.
It's going to be okay.
What's my chance of survival today?
100%.
100%.
Okay. That's
We're going
great.
to take care of it.
Okay, so this is not a hard thing to get into. You just have to have the right equipment and the right guides to take you along.
Right.
Safety's important, always.
Yeah, safety's number one. Training is number one. Of course, you can learn a lot watching videos, but I really think equipment's important, learning's important, and Greater Little Rock's blessed with the climbing center out on Colonel Glenn Road is a great place to learn the basics. And then equipment, Ozark Outdoor Supply is a great spot.
They've been doing that for years,
Years and
here
years,
in
yeah.
Central Arkansas. Good deal.
Well, let's go
All right,
climbing.
let's do it. Okay, I'm going to change my hat, going from the fishing hat to the climbing hat, complete with a GoPro.
Looking good.
Climb on, dude.
Okay.
So he's going up a bolted route, and he's clipping the rope in, and each of those points is a solid belay point for the climber. And as you can see, he's reached above him. He's going to take a bite of rope now with some slack, clip it in. And then that's the next most secure point.
Uh-huh.
And now he's going to check his route for the next, and you see the bolt above that.
Yeah.
So he's now setting his route, thinking through where he's going to put his feet first.
And these bolts are about 4 or 5 feet apart.
Well, it depends on the route.
Okay.
Not necessarily, but
That would be close together, and that would be nice. All right, I'm in the anchors.
on belay.
You got me tight?
Yep.
All right, lower, please. And woof. So I'm gonna clean it. I'm
You're
gonna pick
gonna
up
clean it,
these on the way down.
Yep.
Lower. And woof.
This is when you find out just exactly how good of friends you are.
Yep. And he knows that I'm a fair weather friend.
And woof. When you're ready, you want to ask your belayer a question. You say, on belay?
And I'll say belay on,
That means he's ready to catch you.
Okay.
And you tell him climbing.
and then I'll say climb on, meaning I'm listening, I'm paying attention.
Yeah, so
When
communication.
you want rope, if it feels too tight, you say slack.
Okay. And if you
Okay.
want to tighten up, you say take.
The trust between two politicians.
Now that's a little, that's kind of frightening.
Okay. Let's see.
You are on belay,
Okay.
and so you'll say climbing when you're ready to start.
Okay.
And I'll say climb on.
Okay. All right. Climbing.
Climb on.
There you go, nice.
Good move.
Good move, good move.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you, man.
Yeah.
Natural.
As I begin to get my footing to make my first ascent, let's stay a little closer to the ground with a good hiking tip from Mallory Lindsay from Bad Boy Mowers.
Even when enjoying the great outdoors by yourself, chances are you'll probably encounter someone on the trail. And just like anything in life, it's important to be respectful. And there's actually trail etiquette to follow. When going downhill, technically the person coming up has a right of way. Usually they're going to want to step aside to take a breather, but it's always good to give them the first opportunity to pass. When it comes to right of way between a mountain biker and a hiker, technically the hiker has the first opportunity to pass. However, it's a lot easier for a hiker to step out of the way than it is for a high-speeding bike to stop. Last but not least, leave no trace. Plan ahead to make sure that you can pack out what you pack in.
Arkansas's Great Outdoors is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, mow with an attitude, by H2O Marine, and by Archer's Advantage.
Where haven't we gone? What hasn't been done? What's still left to be discovered and possible beyond the horizon? How can we continue pushing limits, breaking boundaries, and leading the way? At Bad Boy, it's not just about finding the answers, it's about the pursuit. Bad Boy, mow with an
So let's get back to the task at hand. Now, Congressman French Hill did not take the bait when I asked him to go fishing with me. He instead proposed rock climbing, which is an activity that he has loved for years. So instead of fishing line, I've got climbing rope, and I've also got a new best friend because the person securing that rope and my life is French Hill.
Good. There you go.
Yeah, pull that foot up.
There you go. Nice move.
Nice.
Now stand up
Stand up
and
and go to
relax a second.
Okay, I'm
Stand
gonna
up.
have to.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
That was the move. All right, I'm
Okay.
gonna let you down.
Okay.
I'll let you down.
All right.
Shake it out a second. But that's actually
Yeah, shake your arms out a little bit,
shake
get the
your
blood
arms out.
flowing.
Okay. Breathe a little bit. Like when you go foot here and here, right? Where you, and you were stable there.
Yeah.
You've got handholds there, and you can see, you actually can see it.
Oh,
Stand to the left of this bolt right slightly.
Yeah.
So let's get
It's
up.
just a matter of getting up. Yeah. Okay. All right.
You're doing good.
Okay.
Lay
There we
on.
go. All
Keep
right.
breathing.
Climb on.
Okay, climbing.
Climb on.
Nice, nice. Very good, very good.
Good touch.
Yep.
Yep.
Natural pro, we'll take it.
Yep.
Yeah, get that.
Nice.
Very good.
Yep. Now bring that right foot up and get stable. Try to bring it all the way up to your knee. Up by the stump. One more time. There you go.
there
Perfect.
you
Now
go.
rest.
Nice.
Okay.
Now just enjoy. Don't pull.
Take a
Just
breather.
Take a breather.
Okay.
Think about America. Think about the Sherwood Veterans Day Parade.
That's right.
If you feel like you've got a path up with hands first,
Yeah.
because I see plenty of places for your feet.
Yeah.
There's a place
Yep.
right below the bolt for your left foot that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah. I see that.
Go ahead. Step
Take
up
that-
on my room. Nice.
Nice. Now get that a little, yeah, now turn your
There you
foot
go,
a little
there you go.
diagonal there. And you got even more. There you go. Now again, you can have a
Nice.
breather.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
Really
go. That's a
good.
good one. That's a good one.
Now think about what you do with your feet next before you move them.
Yeah.
I see a spot to the left of the bolt for your left foot. Good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You got it.
That's the move.
You're doing good.
That's the move.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
good
look
move.
at that, man.
Good
It's
move.
about- and it's about to get a whole lot better, too.
Yeah, it's going to get easy from there.
Bingo.
You're the man.
Bingo. Killing it, man.
He's a fisherman.
Killing it.
I want to report to you live that this fisherman's a rock climber.
There you go. Yeah,
There you go.
That crack right, yeah, right.
You got
About knee-high.
knee-high crack right for your right foot. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
okay.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're the man.
All day long. All day. So right about there is a great place for a rest.
We don't need no stinking rest.
Now I have to say, being named Rattlesnake Ridge, there's a great little area right here for a rattlesnake, and I'm glad he's not there.
Yes. We've already given him a 10 spot and sent him to Starbucks. The tradition is you touch that top anchor and you've made it.
Okay.
You've done it. All right. You good?
Yes, sir. I have to admit, about 8 feet above ground, I began questioning whether or not this should have been a fishing segment. And, but we were able to kind of follow the experts and find a route. And just like what you said, it's like solving a mystery. There's a lot of different ways you can try to solve that mystery, but there are a few incorrect ways too.
You did great. All right, you're going to walk down backwards now.
Okay, so this is just like rappelling now, right?
It is just like rappelling.
Gotta spread your feet.
This is not only rappelling, but this is complete trust. And if you ever wondered if you can trust your congressman, we're about to find out. Here we go.
I like it. Here we go.
All right.
You're on belay. Let's walk her down. Feet apart, about shoulder width,
There you go.
and just like you're walking down. Easy does it. Easy does it.
Get a good stable base.
Yep, keep the rope between you there. That's good. Yeah, when you're on awkward terrain, you be a little flexible, a little bouncy in your knees.
And watch that little ledge coming up. All right, it's about to get easier.
Here's the
Now,
fun part.
I want you to be mindful of the tree.
Okay.
Sweet. Sweet.
Very nice.
All right.
Woohoo! You are off belay.
Hey, that was fun.
Congratulations. Well done, man.
That
Excellent.
was fun.
Good
All right.
work.
When Arkansas's Great Outdoors returns, we'll head back to Rattlesnake Ridge, and we've also got a story of a great event that's taking place in the city of Little Rock.
Hey, this is Ryan with Archer's Advantage. I want to speak to you a minute today about arrow spine. Your arrow spine is very important, that it's matched to your bow so that it fits you and your bow. Too stiff an arrow, you won't get the proper arrow flight. Too weak of an arrow spine, it can actually be dangerous and you can hurt yourself or somebody else when you shoot. Arrow spine has to do with how much your arrows flex. The lighter spine of the arrow, the higher the number, which means it will flex more, it bends more. The arrow will be lighter in actual weight. The heavier spine arrow, it will flex less and the arrow will actually be heavier in weight. The heavier your bow, the heavier the weight of your arrowhead. It needs to be matched. You need a stiffer spined arrow for that. When we sell a bow here at Archer's Advantage, we set you up with the proper arrows that you need to shoot out of your equipment. If you have any questions about arrows, arrow spine, arrow length, head weight, we can help you here at Archer's Advantage.
Arkansas's Great Outdoors is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, mow with an attitude, by H2O Marine, and by Archer's Advantage.
The best leaders don't just forge ahead, they adjust. Bad Boy Mowers has made adjustments at every turn, including our revolutionary 3-link suspension. Built tough and designed for superior performance and speed. Adjust the seat, handles, and pedals however you want. And as for Bad Boy's rebellious spirit, well, that hasn't adjusted at all. Bad Boy, mow.
Seeing wildlife on the trails can be a highlight to any outdoor adventure, but some animals we may not want to interact with. For instance, snakes. Now personally, I love snakes, they don't bother me, but here are a few tips in case you don't want this kind of interaction. First, stay on the trails, in particular the middle of trails. Snakes like to stay on the borders of trails because they get a little bit of sunlight but also have an escape route back into the forest. Never put your hands or your feet anywhere you can't see. There can easily be a snake on the other side of a rock sunbathing or on the other side of a fallen tree. Last is the time of day. Snakes typically sunbathe early morning and in the evening. So going hiking midday can greatly reduce your chances of encountering the snake.
Thank you, Mallory. Now, Bad Boy Mowers loves the outdoors like we do, and we'll have hiking tips from Mallory all year long on Arkansas's Great Outdoors. Now, today on Arkansas's Great Outdoors, we had a chance to see rock climbing up close. We got to go to Rattlesnake Ridge, which is just west of the Little Rock metro area. And my guides, Bill Fitzgerald and Congressman French Hill, made sure I was safe and enjoyed my first trip.
It's great therapy,
Yeah.
because there is nothing like this for focus.
Yeah.
You know, you're not thinking of anything else,
Yeah.
especially when you're leading,
Yeah.
when you're on the sharp end.
Well,
Very
that's,
cool.
that's part of getting outside. It's just being able, you know, doing what you do during the day. You get to come out here and do something like this, and it helps. Helps
it does.
all those tensions and pressures just
All
flow
that stuff
away.
just goes away.
And it's great that Arkansas has this.
And that's always in any sport you're talking about. The individual athlete's focus. Here, it's
Yeah.
undeniable. Your ability to be distracted here is low. You know what I mean? Compared to
Yeah, because
like
that
hitting.
can get you hurt.
Yeah.
You know, so you really have to focus.
Yeah.
You did great, man.
You did
I'm
really
really
great.
excited
I
about
appreciate
it.
it.
You
Thanks.
really did
Super excited.
fantastic. Yeah.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
And it's we didn't have to say shh all the time.
yeah, that's right.
And
But I'm still going to take you.
we're
fishing.
still gonna we're
Yes.
still gonna go fishing, and we're
Nothing
still
wrong
gonna
with
head
that.
to the
Nothing
turkey
wrong with
woods.
That sounds great.
You want to do it again?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Now, while I did take a second climb, I thought you'd enjoy seeing French Hill scale that rock wall. Now, he has a long wingspan and a leg span. He's over 6 feet tall. And as he said, each climb is an opportunity to solve a puzzle. Navigation meets physical agility and targeted strength. Now, one thing for sure is whenever you shake hands with a rock climber, you know it. It's a firm handshake. They scale mountains with those hands. I have to acknowledge, in the days after that rock climb, I was sore in muscles that I didn't know that I had. Now, our men and women in blue are always looking for opportunities to connect to the communities that they serve. And the Little Rock Fraternal Order of Police is doing it in a very unique way through the lens of the outdoors with our area youth. This event will take place on Saturday, March 21st from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the MacArthur Park Pond. This event is the brainchild of Officer Kelly Crace, who put on similar events in years past, but now it's getting bigger.
About a year ago, Kelly Crace, one of our members who is the chairman of our community outreach committee, he came to us, the executive board, and proposed that we do a fishing derby, which is something that he's actually participated in several times throughout the city with pretty good success on a smaller scale. So we were glad to be a part of that.
It's a wonderful experience coming out and spending some time with families, just enjoying fishing, like President Farley said, some food and entertaining. You know, just a lot of fun with the families. A lot of fun with the kids, just the interaction with them.
I'm hoping we can have kids standing all around this pond out here, and all of them are catching fish at the same time, and our members are busy running around helping kids with taking them off and seeing who can catch the biggest one, and also who can catch the smallest one.
How many of you guys fish?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, that's good. All right.
And I hope this will be the first of many years to come of doing events like this for the kids in the city. I don't want this to be a one-time thing and let it die off. So hopefully, you know, Kelly and all of us can get together every year and make this a great thing.
I hope everybody comes out May 21st at 9 a.m. for 4 hours of some good fun. Like Ronnie said, we're going to have prizes for the biggest fish and the smallest fish. And anything in between, we're out here having a good time. Hamburgers, hot dogs, some soft drinks, some water, and hopefully some good music to hang out and have fun in the park.
Coming up on Arkansas's Great Outdoors, we'll show you how to hit the water successfully and also how your licenses keep Arkansas the natural state. Arkansas's Great Outdoors is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, mow with an attitude, by H2O Marine, and by Archer's Advantage.
Where haven't we gone? What hasn't been done? What's still left to be discovered and possible beyond the horizon? How can we continue pushing limits, breaking boundaries, and leading the way? At Bad Boy, it's not just about finding the answers, it's about the pursuit. Bad Boy, mow with an attitude.
We'd love to see how you see the natural state, so send us your photos to photos@arkansasgreatoutdoors.com and we'll put them in the show.
Herb Skiles with H2O Sports and Marine. Today we're going to talk about the back of the boat. A lot of people don't spend a lot of time back here. Here's the motor. We take, we use our transom saver and we go fish. There's a lot of nuts and bolts back here that are keeping things attached, like these power poles themselves. Now, Power Pole recommends that you check these bolts every 6 months. If you think about it, it's not just the rough water that we're dealing with, if we're out on the water and wake, it's also towing them up and down the road, so they can come loose. You want to make sure that you're able to tighten these and check them once a year. But twice a year wouldn't be a bad idea. And that's just on the power poles. We're not just talking about, we're talking about a 250 horsepower motor here. I mean, I'm talking about 25s and 40s when it comes to your motor mount, because you want to make sure that that 40 horse doesn't come up in the boat with you. That's definitely a safety issue itself. When we're talking about tightening these, you don't need a torque wrench. We just want to make sure that they're hand tight. That is crucial. Now, if you've got any other problems, meaning looks like the bolt is stripped out or anything like that, you definitely need to go to a dealership. Definitely.
We thank our friends at H2O Sports and Marine in Sherwood for keeping us on the water, and that's a great place to be in the state of Arkansas. Now, our Arkansas Game and Fish Commission has quite a responsibility managing these natural resources, and every time you buy a license, you help.
Ben Batten, I'm Chief of Fisheries for the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, and I've been fishing since I was a kid. I have a lot of great memories with my family, are chasing crappie, catfish, and bass. Arkansas is extremely fortunate to have over 90,000 miles of streams and rivers, along with 600,000 acres of lakes. And all of those equal a lot of great fishing opportunities here in the natural state. In order to help keep those fisheries great and fund fisheries management, we require that all people 16 and older purchase a fishing license. At just $10.50 here in Arkansas, we have one of the most affordable fishing licenses in the country, and a quick trip to the grocery store to buy some fish will tell you that it doesn't take many trips out to recoup the cost of that fishing license. So what do you get for your $10.50 fishing license here in Arkansas, and what does it mean for aquatic resources here in the natural state? The major funding sources for fisheries work in Arkansas include both the sales of license and trout permits, along with sport fish restoration funds, which come to us from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. These funds alone equal $5 million a year that go towards making fishing great here in the natural state. This also includes the creation and maintenance of fishing access areas, including both boating access and bank fishing access. There's a lot of great work that goes on here in the natural state, so know that when you buy your license, that money is going back to fund, and you are an important part of conservation. So we're fortunate here in America to have a great system of conservation that's funded both through federal grants and the purchase of fishing license. So your fishing license purchase contributes to conservation of fishing experiences across the country.
Thank you for watching today. I want to thank Congressman French Hill and Bill Fitzgerald for guiding me up the rock wall at Rattlesnake Ridge, just west of the Little Rock metro area. It's a great place to go and visit. They've got trails all over, and the rock climbing is just about 5 minutes from the parking lot. And we've got a great event coming up in the city of Little Rock. We'll bring you that kids fishing derby on a future episode of Arkansas's Great Outdoors.